loads of testing and that. I just want to show you the reason why I've gone from, I was doing this the other day when I first got it, testing out, and I put 2 nails together and a hammer coin on the ground, virtually touching, and I was doing a recovery test and I was really impressed. I start off with the nails further apart and then hammered in the middle, and kept bringing them closer and closer, checking it from 90 degrees all the way down until those virtually touching, and I was like, wow, that's bloody amazing. Then I moved the coin out of the way, put the coil over, so it was just 2 nails. I was still getting a good signal. I was like, so it was giving me a good target ID, good audio on the nails. So that's not good. I need to try and fix that. So I'll show you now. I'll just show you what I've done to get over the falsing, getting all. You still might get a bit of, same as all machines, still might get the odd big pieces of iron come through and that. But this shows, these are 4-inch nails, like, still big nails. But this is just a way of getting over that, so you've got a more of a stable search, and you can enjoy the machine a bit more. So I'll just show you now. 4-inch nail, 20p a piece, coming in at 15, 14, and another 4-inch nail, iron, steel. It's iron nail. So I'm in FE, iron bias, 0. So when I had the nails far apart and slowly bringing them in, doing my testing, and I got that, they was coming out like that, I was like, wow, that's amazing. Good separation, that's what you want. But when I took the coin away, still getting the signal. So I'm going to FE, and now we'll try it, FE2. Not getting the chirp coming through. Put the 20p there. So that's why I've gone from 0 iron bias up to 2. You still get some, you know what I mean, you go over it, you will get a little chirp still, but that jumps through a lot clearer, and it's better than having it on 0. On 0, you're walking around a Roman site, you're going to dig that all day long. There's no indication of iron. That way, you're fine. But when you go 90 degrees, put on to 2. There you go. Worth a shot. Have a look at it. Have a play yourself. Obviously, every field's going to be different. No, I definitely need to play a lot more with it yet, and still find out what I'm losing, if I am losing by putting 2 on, or if I can afford to go up to 3 or 4 iron bias and still get the good targets in amongst the nails. But no, that seems to be the fix for now. Early days, yeah. It's lots and lots more to test and play with, and different scenarios and stuff like that. But when I spoke to Dan on Sunday, he'd been out on the Saturday. He'd still had 28 Roman coins, but he took a hell of a lot more iron than what he'd normally do. So I'd already been playing with the machine on the Saturday in the house, doing tests, and I found that what I've just showed you there, still getting a good target over the iron, even though there's no good target there. When I upped the iron bias to 2, got the odd chirp coming through every now and then, but it wasn't just a beep 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 beep, beep, a digger. So I thought iron bias 2, you're still fairly open, and you're not gonna miss ugly anything. And then Dan tried that. I put it into a 5-tone program. Iron bias 2, reactivity 4 or 5. I like 5. I think Dan was using 4. Adjust the audio tones to suit. So when you go into audio, you're going threshold pitch. You do threshold to suit yourself. target tone, so that's your tones, you put that on 5, push the advance, you've got the T1, tone 1, set at 1. I've brought the discrimination back 1, only to test it out, like it might have to go back up to, because it's preset for from 0, -9 to 0 is already blanked out, and then I've got 1 and 2 blanked out. I've brought it back so it's just 1 blanked out, but that's meant to be for iron and coke. So if I start getting a lot of coke, I'll put it back on again and discriminate 2 as well. Going to tone 2, I've got that. Again, this is to suit your ears. Tone 1 is set at 1 pitch, burr, 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 burr. That's your iron tone. And then tone 2, instead of it being close to that pitch, you want it to be a high pitch, higher pitch. So you've got the burr, 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 beep, beep, beep. It stands out instead of it just being a low grunt and a little bit higher of a low grunt. You're not going to hear the low conductors. So you have your iron as the low tone at 1, and then the next target, tone 2, have that about 9, 10 or even higher, just so that them targets stand out. I'm leaving them as they are in the different segments. So you've got from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. But I'm changing the pitch, so in T3, tone 3, I'll have that set at 14, but you'll adjust that to suit your ears. But with the pitches, everyone's ear is going to be different. But if you find what coins or what artifacts come in these segments, lay them on the floor, go over, think, and I'll adjust the tone until you get that sweet spot in your ear. Yeah, that's saying. Then go up to the tone 3, find somebody in that area, and adjust the pitch. You could have tone 2 and 3 the same pitch, so it becomes a 4 tone, or you can have tone 4 and 5 the same pitch. So then you've got a 3 tone program. So you've got iron, low conductor, and high conductors. But there's lots you can play with. But I've kept it in the 5 tone. 9, 14, 18. I've been tweaking it a little bit since last time, and I found 18 is quite nice, but it's not going to affect the performance. It's just for your ears. And then tone 5, 25. So when you go into accept and reject, it will say -9 or whatever it's got on there. Leave it in standard mode of accept and reject, and when you push the plus and minus, it will take you up the scale. As you go up the scale, you can eliminate whatever you want. I went up to number 2, and I push the accept and reject to bring that so it goes black. So that means it's brought it back into play. So then 1 is still eliminated, so that's just a blank screen. So that means now from -9 to 1 gives me, that's the discrimination range in tone 1. I think. Yeah. So then if I push the accept and reject, I'll just bring that in. So I'll push the expert mode now by pushing the settings button, and then that now takes me to tone 2, and I can, instead of, because there's 10 segments in each tone, I can bring that down a bit if I want. So if I wanted my low conductors from, 1's a 9 tone, so from 2 to I think 8 was the small Romans and stuff like that. Full. So I could have from 2 to 8 as a sweet spot low conductor tone. You know, it stands out. It's higher than the iron, but it's a nice tone for a low conductor. I could bring that down to 8, and then I could have from 8 to 20, tone 3. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only thing I'd change, is that you've got your iron tone, and then you've got the tone 2. I don't know yet, I might bring the tone down a bit to 8. It's only 2 segments. Bring that down to 8, so that's all my low conductors. As you go past 8, you start to get into the small hammered range and stuff then, like cut halves and stuff. I think they come in about 10. So, yeah. Tone 1, iron tone, up to 1. tone 2, a nice low conductor tone, from 2 to 8. Then from tone 3, 8 to 20, have your nice middle tone. Tone 4 up to 30, that's like your silver range. And then tone 5 is from 30 upwards. So then, yeah, 30, and then it goes from 30 to 40. Then we go to recovery speed, which we've gone through. You've got your ferrous tone 2 and your recovery speed at 4 or 5. I like to use 5. And that's that. That's all the settings. I just want to go back into target tone, advanced mode. Okay, so target tone, advanced mode. Target 1 is set at number 1. See the pitch go up. So target 1, real low tone. Target 2, from 2 to 8, I've set that at 9. I think that's a 15 and 22. Waffling again, sorry. Yeah, so tone 2 is set as 9. And that's from 2 to 8. From 8 to 20, I've set to 14. From 20 to 30, I've set to 18. And from 30 to 40, I've set at 25. That's that. Still getting to grips with it myself, like, but that is definitely worth having a play with. Put some nails on the ground, put them from side to side, blah blah. Go that way, then go 90 degrees, try it that way. Check your ferrous tone. Also play with your reactivity, because if you're waffling again, waffling. Just ignore everything I said in this video. All of it. It's all just waffle. Just when you go out again, take a couple of nails with you and a hammy or a little 20p. 20p sounds like hammered. Take that out with you. Leave it in the settings that the factory default. Go over it. Put the like I've done on there. 2 nails, and then put your coin in the middle with a very tiny gap. Then go over it. See what it sounds like. But then drop your reactivity from 6 or 7 down to 5 or 4, and then go to your iron bias ferrous tone and put that, not your ferrous tone, waffling again, put your iron bias up to 2, and it just gets rid of all the junk signals. You're still going to get some, but you don't want to be digging 100% of all the iffy signals, which you don't need to hear them iffy signals. So you put your ferrous tone up, and you're reducing the amount of iron that's coming through as a good target. Waffle, 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 waffles. I can't help waffling. Yeah, so that's it. Iron bias 2, reactivity 5, adjust your tones, 5 tone, adjust the pitch to suit your ears. Leave your grain balance at 0 unless you really have to change it, because it's programmed to suit the ground that we're on. But if it's very mineralised, then you might have to grain balance. If you try and pump the grain balance and it don't work, go through the procedure again, but instead of pumping, have your coil an inch off the grain, swing it from left to right. It should come through then. Volume adjust. You do the volume. I would suggest that you have your volume at 25, and this is if you've got controls on your headphones. So volume at 25, and adjust the sound on your headphones. Then the machine is giving your headphones all the information, and then you can turn it down from there. If you've got your volume too low on your controller, on your EQUINOX, and then it goes to your headphones, you can't really do much about it. So send all the information to your headphones and then turn it down. Volume advance, that's when you're just going for the volume of each tone. Have your iron volume at 4, and then the rest at 25, 25, 25. threshold level. Threshold, put your headphones on, start your machine up, have it so your threshold's just coming through. You don't want it too loud, because if you have it too loud you won't hear the faint signals, and if you have it too quiet you won't hear the deep signals. So that's the threshold. You obviously keep your finger on the advance button, go into the threshold pitch and change the pitch to suit your ears. Don't have it too high. If you have your pitch too high, it's gonna be blending in with your good targets. So set your pitch low. I've got mine set at 2. Then it's, if it's gonna go over any target, it's gonna be masking over the iron tones a bit. But you don't want to tick there anyway. You only want to hear the high pitch. So threshold pitch 2, and set the level in your headphones just so it's a nice slight hum. Target tone. We've just gone through all that. Target tone 1, set at 1. Target tone 2, set at 9. Target tone 3, set at 14. Target tone 4, set at 18. Target tone 5, set at 25. And we're in a 5 tones. Accept and reject. We've gone through that. So that's your discrimination patterns. And the recovery iron bias. So you set your recovery speed of 5 and your iron bias FE to 2. That is it. That's all the settings so far. Obviously it's going to change. Got to get out there. Got to put weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of learning in. Gordon Heritage done a good video on iron. Most machines get tricked by big iron, but he was getting a good signal. I don't know whether he changes ferrous iron bias, I'm not sure, but he was getting a good signal. I think it was coming at 14, 15, but the way the numbers were jumping, if they jumped in a certain way, he could tell it was iron before he even took it, even though there was a good beep 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 beep. It was something to do with the numbers or something, so that's worth having a look at. But I don't know that yet. I haven't had enough experience on the machine, but I'm gonna. Loads of hours on it. I've been out twice with it, and it's been really good to use. A pleasure to use. Don't know if it's any better than any other machines yet, but it's doing well. I'm getting on that bandwagon where everyone's bitching about everyone's machine, how good that is and how good this is. I'm just saying, this does the business. It's really good. I'm going waffle again. Waffle, waffle, waffle. See you later. Do you like the background?